If you're trying to play Assassin's Creed Mirage, but your controller isn't working in-game, this quick video will show you how to fix that in most cases. Just a quick disclaimer, this video was technically sponsored by Ubisoft as I was given a game key. Without further ado, let's begin. First of all, I have my controller already connected and it works in other games. Let's say that it doesn't work with Assassin's Creed Mirage. What exactly can we do to fix this? Well, the absolute simplest solution is to use a piece of software called X360CE. In the description down below, you'll find a link to x360ce.com where we can download the app here. Simply click download for all games over here, save it, and open the zip when it's done downloading. We'll be left with just this file inside of a zip. What we need to do is copy this file here to the game's install directory. For Ubisoft, simply locate the game, select it, and on the Properties tab, click Open Folder under Local Files here, just like that. If you have the game on Steam, locate the game, right-click, hover over Manage, and choose Browse Local Files. If you have the game on Epic Games, simply head across to Library, locate the game, click the three dots underneath it, choose Manage, and next to Installation, click the button here. If you have the game in the Xbox app, locate it on the far left, click it, click the three dots, then Manage, and on the Files tab at the very top, you should find Browse over here. Now we're inside of where the game is located, simply paste that file here, or extract it just like this. There we go, X360CE. All you need to do now is launch X360CE by double-clicking it. If when you start it up, you see a warning about needing to download Xinput13DLL or something along those lines, simply click Create under Fix on the far right. Then, if you're prompted about a new device that's detected, it'll ask you to search automatically for settings, make sure that is ticked, and click Next. Then a driver, if any, will be downloaded, installed, and you can click Finish. Finally, if you don't see any controller input when you move the sticks around, etc., make sure to tick Enable and get X input here. Now you can see input reflected over here on this image. On the far right, you can see an issue just popped up. I'll click this and choose Install here. All we need to do now is from the drop down at the very top, choose AC Mirage. If you don't see it here, click Add a Game, and it'll ask us to navigate to where the game is. I'll locate and double-click acmirage.exe in this pop-up. Once you've done so, it'll appear on this list. All we need to do is tick it over here, and it should appear at the very top. If you don't see this list, head across to the Games tab, and you should be able to locate it. So I'll tick it here, and now that we've done that, all we need to do is select it, and where it says Hook Mask, simply make sure COM, PID, VID, Stop, LL, and SA are all ticked. Then click Save All, and you should be able to play it now, and things should work properly. So if I click Start, it'll fire up the game, and hopefully when it starts up, your controller that previously had issues should now be working. But let's say it's not. Once again, on the Games tab, select AC Mirage, and make sure that all of the files next to X input files here have the X64 option ticked, like this. Then, under D input, make sure 64 is ticked once more. Finally, click Save All, select it, and click Start to fire up the game once more. At this point, everything should be working properly for your controller in-game. Just make sure to head to the Options tab and Controls at the very top to make sure that under Controller, Customize Controls, all of your settings here are set up properly. So you can select something and press the key or button in order for it to set properly, just for all of these options here, as well as gameplay actions at the very top and combat. Assuming they're not already set or you're having issues using any one of these options here, simply head back to the section, select it, and make sure it's set properly for your controller, as buttons, movements, etc. may not be set exactly as you'd expect, as we're using an Xbox 360 controller emulator. That's really it. In the future, to play the game, you should be able to just launch it up manually, but if your controller's still not working, just head back here, fire up X360CE, and on the Games tab, select AC Mirage, followed by Start. To get here a bit quicker, you can right-click X360 and choose Create Shortcut. For me, it's hidden away under More Options in this custom context menu. We can then place this shortcut on our desktop, etc. But for some, just installing this is more than enough. Just a quick note, while you have this program running, to help minimize CPU and GPU load, just minimize this program in the background, as closing it may cause the controller or the little modifications we've made to not work properly. Cool, that's really it. If you're using a PlayStation controller, you can try using DS4 Windows, which may help you use Dualshock controllers with the game if for some reason they're not working properly when you plug them in, set them up, etc. If you don't want to dip your toes into X360 CE and or you own the game on Steam, there is a different solution that may help fix your issue, though the X360 method is usually the most surefire way of fixing any problems with controllers. First of all, let's try toggling Steam configuration support, assuming you own the game there, or of course you'd just like to try anyways. Inside of Steam, head across to Steam in the top left, followed by Settings, and in this page here, head across to Controller over here, and in here, all you need to do is turn off support for whichever controller you have. So if you have an Xbox controller and this is enabled, turn it off. Otherwise, if it's off, try turning it on. Basically, you're flipping it around for whichever controller you have in hopes that it may fix the issue. Usually, turning off this option leaves controller settings up to the game rather than Steam and could help solve weird issues. In Steam, simply right-click the game. I don't have it here, so I'll use this as an example. So right-click it, head across to Properties, and on the Controller tab over here, make sure to change the drop-down from Default to Disable Steam Input. Then, the next time you launch up the game, if the controller's still not working, come back here and change it to Enable instead. This may also help solve the issue. If you have the game on Steam, you can also try launching the game itself from Steam Big Picture mode. For this, you can simply click this button in the top right to enter Big Picture mode, which will bring up the Steam Big Picture. It looks like this. Simply look for the game, click in it to launch it up, and play. That's simple. Though preferably you'll be using your controller. To exit this view, hit Escape, then head to Power, followed by Exit Big Picture mode, and it'll take you back to the desktop version. If you're using a wireless controller, and especially an Xbox controller, you can try updating the controller's firmware. For this, hit Start, open up the App Store, or Microsoft Store, and inside of here, we'll simply be searching for Xbox Accessories. I totally typoed that, but you found it anyways. Xbox Accessories, will click Get or Install, and eventually when it's done, you can open it up as such. Click across to your controller, click the three dots here for more options, and if at the very top you see an update firmware or update controller, simply click that to update your device's firmware and hopefully improve compatibility. These solutions obviously aren't going to work for everyone, it's more for the Steam players of Assassin's Creed Mirage, but these are also possibilities that could end up helping you out. Anyways, that's about it for this quick guide. Hopefully you found this useful. If you come across other solutions, please do leave them in the comments down below, as it's an invaluable resource for others struggling with the same issue as you. If you do that, thank you. That's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!